This is a 1956 VW Beetle that hasn't been on the road for over 40 years. And here is the chassis. Today we're going to be working on the brakes. Here are some of the parts I am going to be using. As you can see, I have cleaned and painted some of these parts, but also got new ones. This is one of the old brakes. So let's get to it and get the new brakes fitted. So first thing we're going to do is fit this handbrake cable. It's for 1956 to 1957. So let's get it out, see what we've got. Just goes through here. Push it through. And hopefully it'll just come out. Oh yes. Perfect. And this part just fits through here. There's the handbrake cable. So I've got both the handbrake cables through now, and I would normally fit the handbrake, but unfortunately it's not in the best condition, so I have ordered an original one. So the next thing we need to do is fit this, which holds the cable into place. So let's get it in. Pull it out. Just pull it back. There we go. I've got a nice new bolt. That should be fine. So I'll do the same to the other side, and then we'll get to fitting the brakes. Right, so that's both of the handbrake cables fitted. So next thing I'm going to do is get these fitted. It's a little gear and a screw. Just screw it on. And it pushes in. There we go. Let's get the other side in. So next thing we're fitting is this wheel cylinder. Should go in nice and easy. There we go. Get it bolted in. Unfortunately, I've just noticed that all this and the backing plate is all on the wrong way around, because it is actually an older model. So I'm just going to unbolt these 4 bolts and twist the whole thing round so that this part is at the top and that's at the bottom. So I've turned that over now, so I'll just get the cable in and then we'll get back to what we were doing. So that's the handbrake cable on. So right then, let's get to fitting these pads. First thing I need to do is get the pin and put these together, so when it's on, the handbrake cable can fit in like that and go behind. Put the pin through. There we go. Well, that's it. Perfect. Let's get that fitted. Link it onto handbrake cable. And then we've got these. This little pin comes through the back of the plate, which holds the pads in. And then the spring goes over just like that. And then that goes on top, and you just need to push it in with some long nose pliers, I prefer, and twist. And there we go. That's one side done. When I get the other side on, it should pull them in together. So we'll get the other side on exactly the same, but without the handbrake cable bar. So we're just going to get this bar in. Goes on both. There we go. That's both of them in. So now we just need to get the spring on that goes from here to here. And that's the one where they're both aiming the same way. Because the other two are aiming different ways. One's going down, one's going up, where this one's just going down. So let's get this one fitted. This spring is pretty hard to stretch out, but there we go. Now I've got this spring in at the bottom. Next thing I'm going to do is put the springs in that goes from here to here. Just like that. So I'm just going to pop it in the top first, and then pull it down to this hole down here. Oh, nearly. That's one in, so let's get the other side on. There we go. So that's all the springs in place. As you can see, this spring comes in from the back and then goes in the brake pads at the front on both of them. That just goes straight across. Then next thing we need is, we've got this little clip that holds this spring and that bar together. So let's get that on. There we go. So that's the brakes done there, and I have done the other side. Let's have a quick look at that. Done both sides. So let's get the drums on and get the handbrake on and see how well they work. First thing I'm going to do is clean the inside of this drum up, just along here where the brake pads are going to touch, just so I know that it's nice and clean. So I've got the hub on, then we've just got this castle nut and it's size 36. So let's get that on. There we go. So that's all on now. If your brakes are a bit too tight, you can use these inspection holes and you twist these for that to go in or out. So the handbrake's here. This is the new one that we've got. I've started cleaning them up and I've cleaned the pin up and everything. Clean these up, so I'm just going to clean this up with a wire wheel and then we'll get it fitted. So I've got this handbrake cleaned up now. You can see VW emblem there. But let's give it a paint and see what it's going to look like. Lovely. So I've got this handbrake all built up now and all cleaned up. So we need to get that fitted. I've got the pin. So these cables follow through under here on each side. Oh, that's bent a bit. I'll have to bend that back. So I've got this handbrake in now. This under here clicks under the chassis. Let's try and get these in. There we go. Just need to get a bolt on that. So we're just pulling the cable up so I can put it on. And then put the second on top. That's it, that's one side on, so we'll do the same to the other side and then it should be perfect. So that's both the cables on now. I think it needs adjusting a bit. So that's on. I will have to just snip the ends because they are a bit long. But that's the handbrake on and working. So now I've done the brakes, next thing I'm going to be fitting is this cover. We've got a new one because the last one had rusted away. And it's funny because this one fits on nice, but the new one is really tight. So we're going to use a longer bolt to push it in. So that's that on. Next thing we're going to fit is this, which holds this piping. So let's get that fitted. So that's that in, holding in the brake pipes. So I've also got the rear shock absorbers, so I might as well get these fitted. So I'm just going to fit these boots that go on the gearbox. Try and squeeze it through. So it's just standing on it so to release the pressure, because there's not much weight on it. So I've got it over now, so I've just got this Jubilee clip which will hold it in. Right, so I've got that on, nice and tight. I'm going to put one on the bottom as well. Let's all screws in. Right then, let's get these 7mm nuts tightened up. And that's both the boots on. So if you'd like to see us carry on with this project and get it back on the road, please check out our other videos and give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.